What if there was a single habit, completely free, taking less than 10 minutes a day, that could help you sleep better, feel more energy, think more clearly, and even lift your mood? It sounds impossible, but it's real, and it has been hiding in plain sight your whole life. Imagine waking up before your alarm, actually feeling rested. Falling asleep the moment your head hits the pillow. Staying focused all day without that heavy afternoon crash. No pills, no supplements, no expensive gadgets, just one small change to your morning. It sounds too good to be true. And yet, it is backed by solid science about how your body actually works. So let's run an experiment. What would really happen day by day if you stepped outside into the morning sun every single day for 30 days? Let's find out. To understand why this works, you need to meet a tiny part of your brain. Deep in the center sits your master clock. It is smaller than a grain of rice, but it controls the timing of almost everything. When you feel awake, when you feel sleepy, when hormones release, your hunger, even your body temperature. Every cell takes its cue from this one clock. Here is the catch. This clock does not quite run on a 24-hour cycle on its own. Left alone, it drifts. So every single day, it needs to be reset. And the one signal powerful enough to reset it is not your alarm, not coffee, not breakfast. It is light, specifically bright light, landing on your eyes in the morning. Now think about how most of us actually live. We wake up in a dark bedroom. We keep the lights low. We grab our phone before we even stand up. Our eyes get a tiny trickle of light when they are craving a flood. So the clock never really gets its signal. And then we do the exact opposite at night. We sit under bright ceiling lights and stare into glowing screens for hours. To your brain, that looks like daylight. So we have flipped the whole signal upside down. No wonder so many people feel groggy every morning and strangely wired every night. So let's fix it. Day 1 of the experiment. Within the first hour of waking up, you do one simple thing. You step outside. That is it. And here is what most people don't realize. Even on a grey, cloudy day, the light outdoors is many times brighter than the brightest lamp in your house. Your eyes can tell the difference instantly. As that outdoor light reaches your eyes, special light sensors fire a signal straight up to your master clock. The clock wakes up and says, "It is morning. Let's begin the day." Almost immediately, your brain releases a small, healthy pulse of a hormone called cortisol. Now, cortisol gets a bad name as the stress hormone. But this early morning pulse is exactly what you want. It is your body's natural shot of espresso. It lifts your alertness, your focus, and your mood for hours. And within just 2 or 3 days, you would notice it. You wake up clearer, less foggy, and you changed nothing else. But here is the twist. The most powerful effect of morning light does not show up in the morning at all. It shows up that night. The moment you catch that morning light, your brain quietly starts a timer. Roughly 14 to 16 hours later, it begins releasing melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. So getting light early in the morning sets your sleepiness to arrive naturally, around 10 or 11 at night. By the end of the first week, something subtle happens. You start feeling genuinely tired at about the same time each night. Not because you are forcing it or watching the clock. Your body is simply running on schedule again. By week 2, the effect deepens. Falling asleep gets easier. You wake up fewer times during the night. And because your sleep is properly timed, you spend more of it in the deep, restorative stages. The ones where your body repairs itself and locks in memories. Stop and think about what you did to get this. You did not buy anything. You did not take a single pill. You just gave your brain the one signal it was missing, and it handled everything else on its own. Now we reach weeks 3 and 4, and the benefits start to compound. Getting consistent morning light is linked to higher daytime levels of dopamine and serotonin, two chemicals deeply tied to motivation, drive, and a steady positive mood. People often describe it as simply feeling more like themselves again. Your focus sharpens. Tasks that felt like a slog start to flow. That scattered, foggy feeling fades, and concentration comes a little easier. Your energy levels out across the whole day instead of spiking and crashing every afternoon. And because everything is downstream of good sleep, it all lifts together. Your patience, your recovery, your mood. By the end of the month, one 10-minute habit has quietly retuned the rhythm of your entire day. So if you want to try it, here is exactly how to do it right. Rule 1. Get your light early. Aim to be outside within the first hour of waking, and ideally within the first 30 minutes. The sooner your clock gets the signal, the better it works. Rule 2. Give it enough time. On a bright, sunny morning, 5 to 10 minutes is plenty. On a cloudy or overcast day, aim for 15 to 20, because there is less light to work with. The dimmer the sky, the longer you stay out. Rule 3. Leave the sunglasses off for this. The light needs to reach your eyes to do its job. Regular glasses and contact lenses are completely fine. Rule 4, and this one is important for safety. Never look directly at the sun. You don't need to. Just being outside with your eyes open, facing the bright open sky, is more than enough. Rule 5 surprises almost everyone. Getting your light through a window or your car windshield barely works. Glass filters out a huge amount of the light your brain actually needs. So sitting by a sunny window is not the same as stepping outside. You have to get out there under the open sky. And rule 6, the one that matters most, be consistent. A single morning outside will not transform your life, but doing it every day for 30 days absolutely can. This is a rhythm you are rebuilding, and rhythms are built through repetition. Before you start, a couple of honest cautions. Never stare directly at the sun or any light bright enough to hurt, because that can genuinely damage your eyes. If you have an eye condition or take medication that affects light sensitivity, check with your doctor first. And remember, this is a powerful tool, not a magic cure. It works best alongside the basics: regular sleep and daily movement. So, what if you actually did it? What if you got 10 minutes of morning sunlight every single day for a month? The science says you would probably sleep deeper, wake up sharper, and feel steadier and more alive. All from a habit that costs absolutely nothing and is waiting just outside your front door. We spend fortunes chasing better sleep and more energy when one of the most powerful tools has been free this whole time. So here is my question for you. Will you try it for 30 days? Tell me in the comments below. And if this made you see your mornings a little differently, subscribe, because the best science is the kind you can actually use.